Welcome back to the Dilster Show. I'm your host, Dilster, and today is Tuesday that I'm filming this. And it's about 5 p.m. And I had this thought this morning, and I wrote it down in my journal this morning, and I wanted to share it. Basically, people always tell you to, I feel like I hear this all the time where it's like, you shouldn't focus too much on looks because looks are fleeting. And of course, we're all gonna age, and yeah, we are all gonna get wrinkly. We're not gonna be as strong as we once were in our 20s. Our hair is gonna get gray. We may even lose our hair. But then I was thinking about it, and I thought, well, just because your looks fade does not mean that you shouldn't care about your looks. And it's undeniable that people treat you better the better looking you are. It's like so clear as day. Like even in my UGC ads, I noticed a huge uptick in, it's crazy to say, but like I noticed an uptick in the performance of my ads, like once I got in shape. Like before I got in shape, like they weren't really performing well. And then I saw that cause it just is what it is. Like if you have a 6-pack, it just helps sell whatever you're selling. And so people want to buy into the image of what they could potentially look like. So anyways, that's a whole different tangent. I didn't even want to do that. It's not what I was trying to get into, but basically what I was trying to say is that I think it's so important to get into good shape at least once in your life so you can understand first of all, how hard it is. Because anyone who's actually done it realizes that there's so much sacrifice that goes into it, and there's so much delayed gratification that comes out of being fit. I'm gonna just pull up a photo, actually, this might be better. So here's a photo of me in college. This is probably the worst photo I have on my phone of myself. Yeah, that was junior year of college. I was drinking probably 3 times a week. I was eating out all the time, probably getting horrible sleep. Yeah, just everything. Everything you could do that was bad for your body, I was pretty much doing. And then, let me pull up a photo, and then this is me from a week or 2 ago. So, I had a pretty big transformation, and I saw, you look at it, and it's between here and here, there's a 6-year difference. So, it literally took me, if someone came to me when I was in college and was like, yeah, you're gonna look like this, but it's gonna take you 7 years, 6 years to get there, I don't know if I would do it. It's people, especially when you're younger, you just want that instant gratification. And I look back on it now, and it's because it took so long, I appreciate it so much more. And I think it really is about who you become in the process of getting fit, because let's be real, yeah, you get fit. I was vain. I wanted to get a 6-pack to get more girls. Literally, this is what happened. I got my heart broken by a girl in college, and then I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna go to the gym, get jacked. She'll want me back. Classic, right? And anyways, it started off just 4 girls. And then as I kept going to the gym, I got super obsessed with just progression. And I just wanted to get better and better. And then it got to the point where it was weird not to go to the gym. It was so part of my routine that I needed to go. And then now I would argue that it's almost more for a mental break in my day to go. I feel so much better. Anyone who goes to the gym knows you feel so much better when you leave the gym. It's crazy. I have days where I just feel groggy, but if I just make myself go to the gym, I will leave the gym with a smile on my face. So yeah, I think honestly, everyone needs to try to get fit at least once in their life. And that's why it's respected too. I think it's really respected. If you're a young entrepreneur, but you have nothing to show for yourself, at least get fit. Because if you're trying to network with people who are older, they will respect the fact that at least you got in insane shape, because that's one thing that money cannot buy. So it is a huge flex to be in good shape. And it's also just good for you. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you want to feel better? Because that's the thing I never understood, because I have this one friend who's a entrepreneur. He's my age, but he, no offense, is fat. He's out of shape. And I tell him it to his face. I'm like, dude, you gotta work out. And it's he's like, oh, I know I need to. It's no, don't say you need to. if you really want to, like, you will find time. This is my take. If you are fit, you will perform better. You will have more mental clarity. You'll have more energy throughout the day. So yeah, no, you need to get fit. I'm not saying you have to get a six pack, but you definitely cannot be super overweight. Unacceptable, honestly. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was interesting because it's like, it's more than just getting fit to attract other people. It's more than that. It's you become a fucking beast. And if you don't think that willpower transfers over to business, like, it's insane. There's so many parallels between getting fit and entrepreneurship. Delayed gratification for one. Yeah, that's why you always see it too, right? Like, it's like more common than not that you're gonna see an entrepreneur who's also jacked than a fat entrepreneur. It's more rare. Like, it's not as common. And yeah, I always get like really surprised when I see entrepreneurs that are not fit, because I'm like, you're smart enough to like understand things. Like, why would you not be smart enough to realize that you could perform way better if you were more fit? I just don't understand that. But anyways, just wanted to share that really quick because I thought that was really interesting. And it completely changed my life. It was definitely the first thing that like made me turn my life around and gave me self-discipline. I would say, because in 2023, I did 75 hard and I completed it all the way through for the first time. I still feel like that kind of like changed my life. You should know what 75 hard is by now, but it's Andy Frisella created it. 75 days, no drinking, no cheat meals, gallon of water a day, 10 pages of nonfiction book a day. Did I say no cheat meals? There's like two other things that I'm completely missing, but anyways, it's basically to teach you self-discipline. And if you did it right, if you did 75 hard rate, when it's done, you're not gonna just fall back to going drinking with your friends. Like, it should change your life, actually. And I really do feel like that made a huge dent on my life. And yeah, if anyone's in a rut right now, or like you're in a job that you hate and you're drinking every weekend, I would say do 75 hard first. That would be the first thing. Just do it first. Prove to yourself that you can do it. And while you're doing 75 hard, like, use that time, because you're gonna be alone a lot. Because if you're not gonna be drinking, like, I don't know, that's what I did. I intentionally would not go out to bars, because why the hell would you go to a bar if you're not gonna be drinking? There's just no point. You're gonna be around a bunch of drunk people. It's annoying. So anyways, you're gonna have some isolation, some time to yourself. Use that time to actually build something, your side project, something that you've always wanted to work on. Because I feel like that was something that I kind of messed up on, is I didn't really like work on building a business or anything like super productive during my 75 hard. I just thought I was being productive just by being sober. And it's like, that is good, but I think it's good to use that time to like actually set yourself up. Anyways, that was a quick little rant there. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense. I hope I don't sound like a complete douche, but I do think that's really important. I wrote one thing down here. So not that I'm like I'm still a beginner entrepreneur myself, but like even me, like I'll get DMs where people say, hey bro, can I ask you a question? Like, dude, just ask the fucking question. I'm serious. Like, don't ever cold DM some random guy on Instagram and say, hey bro, can I ask you a question? That's like the worst thing. Just get right to the question. Get right to the question. You really think people have time to be like, oh yeah, dude, what's up? What's your question? No. Just ask the question and then hope that they respond. Or like give some value and then ask the question. Something, just anything but, hey bro, can I ask you a question? God, even I get it a couple times and it's so annoying to get that I can't even imagine people who have like massive followings. I'm sure they get like 15 to 20 every single day at least. Oh, sorry, but yeah, that is something that I know entrepreneurs hate getting. I have another podcast that I want to shoot separately about putting things on a pedestal, but I'm going to do that after, or a different day, I think. But yeah, thanks for making it to the end of this episode. Probably a quicker one, but don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.